This month at the sanctuary has been an extremely tough one for all involved. So we wanted to show you the story of what's occurred. There's been an outbreak, a respiratory outbreak at the sanctuary. It was noticed, first picked up with the section team doing the monitoring, and during the monitoring then we look for observational health problems, and it was noted that there was a lot of coughing going around the sanctuary. Now of course you can have the odd cough and the odd sneeze here, which is perfectly normal, but this cough in particular went around the whole sanctuary, including the babies, and it just spread like wildfire throughout the whole sanctuary. And some of the subtle signs were things like nasal discharge, and a lot of the troops were kind of getting over their coughs and just walking around and eating well. And then we discovered that there were some monkeys that sadly just passed away. It was around about 6 monkeys. Of course, some are unknown causes, and others we do know the cause of it being a pneumonia. And we want to show you the story of how these monkeys were pulled into sick bay, and some of them have recovered, and you'll see the happy endings of some of them who have now returned to their home. We just want to say a big thank you to Pan-African Sanctuary Alliance as well for their emergency support and funding during the outbreak. It really did come at a very much needed time for medical supplies and their continued treatment. So Ethan has injections once a day as well, and he possibly thinks that we're trying to move him over for an injection, but actually it's something nice today. So trying to encourage him with the food plate and then also a blanket. Probably help if I move one end actually. So Ethan's not a fan of people, so I've just moved to the end. Finally is over.
Started.
Wonderful, now you can eat your food and have a rife treatment at the same time. The noise in the background is a juicer because they're just getting some monkeys some juice. So what have they got in their juice today, Michaela?
So today I'm making juice for the monkeys. So we have some spinach, broccoli and apple, and then we also have for some of the special care monkeys I'm going to do carrot and pineapple because that has vitamin C, which is really good. So yeah.
So it's going to help their lungs and helps to dissolve mucus and heal the lungs as well. Perfect, thank you. Jules in Sarve, he's a minimum of 27 years old. He could actually be 29 years old, depending on his arrival age. So he's in the introduction cage at the moment, getting some extra immune support and food because he was a bit weak on his legs.
If you listen carefully, you can actually hear the rasping kind of cough from deep down in Shanty Ray that we all worried about.
And then I've just sat down as we're trying to work out what he actually wants now. He doesn't quite know. Neither do I.
Hey boy.
So this is some ginger tea that's made up, which also helps fight off a lot of stuff, and as you can see, he's really enjoying it.
Just checking on Armies, who's been pulled into sick bay because he's had a lot of nasal discharge. He's an old boy, he's more than 27, so we're just also keeping an eye on him and giving him some antibiotic injections and extra support just to help him through this. And so far he seems okay being in here, and he's also had the nebulizer treatment today, and he'll have the Vervet program as well. Armies is just having the nebulizer, help him breathe better. Rainy day, so it's a bit dark and ones are hiding under their blankets, but here is Banya and Army's in the back, reunited, so they can both have treatments together. See, Banya's taking a nap, so we won't disturb her. Luna's been caring for our sick bay patients. What are you doing now, Luna?
So I'm just nebulizing Ethan with some colloidal silver. He doesn't usually come super close to the fence, well, to the bars, so I put a bit of food there just to get it up his nose so it does the full effect. He's a very good patient though at the moment. He's doing super well. He's eating, he's drinking, he's moving about, very active, so hopefully he recovers fully and then is able to go back to his troop.
Wonderful. And how was he when you first came in?
He wasn't as active as he was now, and his breathing was a lot more regular, so it was very abdominal and quite rapid. It has since it's improved, so that's very good.
Oh, good news, thank you. There's Jules this morning, our 29-year-old in sick bay. Doing a bit better and eating. Old boy Jules. Also having a bit of rest at lunch. Doing a bit better. Jules is recovering well. It won't be long till he goes back to his introduction cage after his antibiotic course, but he'll continue lung support and supplements whilst he goes back there before returning to the troop. We want to make sure that everything is good with him, because he is an old boy, he's 29. Shanty Ray's still got some breathing problems, though it's not audible anymore, but we can still see that he is breathing more from his abdomen. But as you can see, he's starting to eat things by himself the last couple of days, which is really good. That's always a good sign when they want to eat things by themselves. And because he's blind, then we hold his bunny bottle up and squeeze it for him as well, which has got his ginger tea in to help with inflammation and appetite and mucus. He also does manage to find it by himself, but we help him out a bit by giving it a squeeze now and again. Make sure he's getting lots of fluids. So you can see he smells all his food to see which bit he wants, because he can't see. There's Shanty. Here with Animal Manager Becky. How's things been today on New Year's Day, Becky?
Very busy, so a very busy start to the year. So today, I started with meds. We've got 7 patients in at the moment, critical care with the respiratory virus that we've been dealing with, and then Derek. They're doing really well. All took their meds today, which is a great sign. They don't normally when they're feeling terrible, so it's a nice sign that they take all of their meds. Then did some nebulizing, so we're helping them to breathe a bit better and move all of the gunk in their lungs out, so nebulize them all, which they all took really well. And then right now I'm just doing all the soft plates for the monkeys that need it. So we've got a bunch of golden olbies that don't have many teeth, so we give them soft food to make sure that they can still eat, and it's cut slightly differently so that they can still eat it. So we've got lychees today, we've got watermelon, we've got some courgette, dried peaches and apple. Normally we have a bit more veg, but at the moment we don't have that much going on.
Public holidays.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just with co-director Josie. What are you going to go do, Josie?
So it's been a really busy month, as Becky's just said, and we've got to basically keep an eye on the troops. So we're going around to monitor all the troops, and every day I try and get to 2 troops a day so we can keep everybody's accounted for, everybody checked on, and that there's no more breathing problems. It's really important that we see as many monkeys as possible as we can because of this illness going around. So I'll be giving them some grass because Scro don't have much grass, and I'll be giving them some garlic corn today and try and see who's all accounted for.
And why do you give grass and garlic?
So the grass is really nutritional, so it's got lots of nutrients in, it's also got chlorophyll in, and it's really their natural vegetation that they thrive on. So without the grass they don't do so well, so we'll be giving them grass. The garlic is antibacterial, can help viruses and stuff as well, so we're adding that to the corn, we're adding it to seeds, and we also add some flax oil for essential fatty acids, and then we're going to be adding some probiotics protectin as well.
Cool, well enjoy Scro. That's what, 70 individuals you're going to go see?
That many.
It's a lot. Well, have fun, I hope you see them all.
Yay. Regina's just preparing the monitoring bowls with the corn, the garlic, the protectin, and also some herbs for immune support, antibacterial and antiviral properties to give to the troops today to help keep them nice and strong and to recover from any illness. Thrown seeds to Scro Troop, corn to Scro Troop even, with the garlic mix in. You can see the monkeys are very happy with that. There's Shayna at the back. And I'm just looking for any health problems, any coughing, sneezing, nasal discharge, abdominal breathing because of this respiratory illness that's going around. So far, I believe Scro have had most of the coughs. They're getting extra immune support now, but they do seem to have been recovered, but we're still keeping an eye on everybody just in case there's an effect on the lungs afterwards. There's Miko walking there, Mulan on the right, Yon's just hopping away, and the others there in the distance. I'm also going to be throwing grass into this troop. So you can see they've got a lot of vegetation, but unfortunately some of it is stuff they don't eat, like the shoe thorn. So they do eat some of the vegetation here, but not all of it. So we've got the grass with the seed heads on the outside that I've been giving to them as well. So they love these grasses which have the kind of seed heads on that you can see there. And Zabana. There's Pecco, all looking okay. There is Mulan and Andreas on the left. So you can imagine if we've got 15 troops, it might take us to do a full monitoring, checking the fence, checking the food, checking the health of the monkeys. It could take us an hour per troop, and there's about 15 troops here. Some are smaller than others, so some might be quicker. But you can imagine the amount of resources it takes to account for every single monkey on the property. Here with meds and vet nurse staff Emma. Emma's been extremely busy with meds for the last couple of weeks. So let's have an update on some of the patients. Who's this?
This is Ethan. He got pulled in, I think, about 2 weeks ago now, something like that. He's from Skunky Troop. He was noticed by Regina that he was breathing, like his breathing was very shallow, abdominal, was struggling a lot, would just hide in trees, not eat, so we pulled him in. It took him a few days to feel better, but then he started eating again. He's breathing, he's still coughing every now and then. His breathing is sometimes a bit faster still, but much better than before. So yeah, he's going back to an intro cage tomorrow, and then hopefully back to troop.
Yes, you're going home tomorrow, boy.
He's not the biggest fan of people, so it would be good for him to have some more peace.
And then he'll go back to his troop. Not long after, he's going to continue lung support supplements down at the Skunky troop. Next.
Here we have Jules. He's our oldest monkey at the foundation that we know of. He's normally in South troop, which is very impressive. He's still in troop, normally doing really well. Same story, he got pulled in, he was weak, breathing difficult, so we pulled him into intro cage. He wouldn't take any of his meds, which is why we brought him into sick bay as well for some extra care injections. He's also feeling much better. He's chatting a lot with Banya and the other boys. They all, I mean, that's the first sign of them getting happy. They all talk to each other and they're having a good time.
He's also got a lot of parasites, as Jules, so we'll be doing a follow-up treatment for him in a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
Got Rennie doing the nebulizer treatment there for Max.
Max is our most recent patient. Same story, troop monkey. He's a young, healthy male normally, so yeah, he was struggling as well in troop. We brought him in. He's very humanized. He's a bit stressed as well, so he likes to hide underneath the blanket. Yeah, Rennie's now nebulizing him, which just helps clear up lungs, helps with breathing. He's doing okay. He's stabilizes very quickly. That's good. Same story for Kobe, D&D monkey. He's doing much better. He's going home tomorrow.
Great.
Same for Banya Armies. They're very sweet old couple. Armies got pulled in because he was struggling, and then Banya we brought her in because they were both struggling even more when they were apart. So we decided to put them together, and they're doing much better now. They're going home. And our last one at the moment is Shanty. He's the one who's struggling the most. He's one of our blind monkeys. He seemed to, yeah, he went downhill really fast, so we pulled him in. We had to hand trap him. He's still really struggling with breathing, so we're keeping him a bit longer. He's still coughing a lot. He's still very fast abdominal. He's doing better. He's eating more, a bit happier. But yeah, we're keeping him longer just to make sure he's okay.
Shanty's best place is somewhere high on the divider, and at night time he moves down to the pillow and gets a bit more rest.
We are currently still very worried. We are giving as much support to the troops as we can and boosting their food and giving them immune support where we can, but we don't think this is over just yet. If you would like to help and contribute, please do think of donating. It will help make a big difference and help us get over this a lot sooner than we can. We need a lot of extra food and meds for the monkeys.
Is today many rice plates. We've got a lot, as there's lots of monkeys in need of extra support at the moment to make sure that they can fight this virus that's going around. So we got a lot today, and it takes up a lot of time. And our collection of bunny bottles, we're in need of more. So we tend to use the classic 320 ones, 320ml ones, and we use the 600ml bunny bottles. And we need more because we're filling up a lot of ginger tea and rehydration and electrolytes for the monkeys at the moment. I've got operations manager Hannah preparing all the meds today. There are many meds. How's it going, Hannah?
Not too bad actually. Victoria's helping me today, and
Good.
that's extremely helpful. We're at Smarty at the moment.
So we got all the meds prepared on these plates, and then many different supplements, homeopathics, herbs, veterinary medicines, lots of different things to put it on. Grapes, lychees, gluten-free special bread for those who have digestive problems. We've even got some dates there today, and bananas and mangoes. And Armies and Banya today. Ready to go home. Banya just enjoying her last bit of grass as well. Armies and Banya finally going home.
Shanty.
Oh yeah, I found them.
Just like I'm also telling Innocent that I was telling the guys that you said.
Okay, going home.
Most of the monkeys that we've been able to bring into sick bay have responded extremely well to the treatment and to the antibiotics, and we're able to get them back home again.
Yeah, kumana empty bowl lagu.
There's 1, 2. Gone over to their other side, all happy.
Oh, look, Sultani.
2 happy monkeys. There's Emma, who's been doing a lot of care for Amis and Banya, giving them their food plates. Doesn't know what to think. It's been a while, hasn't it, guys? Hey? Yeah. Yeah, you're happy to be back? Happy to be home, guys? Yes. I'm checking on Ayla this morning as well, who came in yesterday and was on the same treatment as Luxie. Her breathing has been fast abdominal, so we wanted to take a precaution and pull her in and give her the same treatment, just in case, because they can go downhill very fast, we found out. But it's not easy with Ayla and Luxie being away, because they're also part of the alpha groups. And we hope that there's not going to be too much chaos in the troops and a change of dynamics whilst they're away in hotel sick bay. Ethan going home today, just enjoying his fresh grass, and then he's going to be returned to the Skunky F2 intro cage. So far he's made a good recovery. I'm going to continue the supplements there. Jules will be going home to Saab. He'll continue his parasite treatments there and additional immune support. And here's Ethan, going to be returned to Skunky F2. He's originally from the troop, so he'll stay in there a while and then he'll return to the troop after he's had more lung support. As we go past Scrow on the right, with Solly giving out the main feed bowls for the troops, and then we've got Robert on the left side there. Silla on the right, and then Mac, and then there's the volunteer village ahead. Jake and Pixie on the right. And Ethan's going to be returned to this introduction cage temporarily, and then before joining the troop. Good boy. And we'll let Ethan eat in peace. Got all his friends and family out there waiting. He's just been talking to the troop, and there he is eating some grass. And Regina, who looks after the bottom section, primate carer, has also been taking care of the sick monkeys and Ethan, so happy to see him go home. Jules is going home, 29-year-old Jules. The thought that counts. Jules going home to Sav. He's still going to be on some anti-parasite treatment. We'll see how he climbs, because he was a bit wobbly when we pulled him in, and he is a doddery old man, so we want to check that he can climb okay and get around. See if you can climb, old boy. Oh, you're looking better. Yeah, looking like you got more energy. It's not going to be perfect being 29 years old with parasites, but enough that he can return home to his intro cage and next to his troop. Having a nice drink from his ginger tea. Gonna go home to Dino and Daniel introduction cage before being returned to the troop. His breathing's also much better. Great appetite, which is good.
Something. Yeah, about 40 kg. Or 50 kg.
Maybe like 7 kilo, six and a half kilo. Scoby's a big boy. It's not always easy manoeuvring these crush cages to make sure that all the doors are closed. Ready to go home. Kobe's doing good. Love's getting his rice plates in the morning with all his extra goodies on. Love's drinking his ginger tea. Luxie's second day in sick bay. Just keeping an eye on her this morning. So she's had her antibiotic injections yesterday and cortisone and immune support. So she's getting lung support as well. She has vitamin E, vitamin B, zinc, coenzyme Q10, NAC, glutathione, vitamin C, vitamin B injections, and some co-immune with some herbs in, and some echinacea, all for the immune system. And she'll get some sauerkraut, which is a fermented food, to help with probiotics as well. Luxie's not been feeling well today at all. Her breathing isn't good and it's very laboured. So we also contacted the vet to see if there's more we can do. She did have another cortisone injection this morning, and she's also had an injection to help with any fluid in her lungs. We're very concerned about her today. She did start the antibiotics a few days ago. So Emma's just going to put her in a little elevated platform for her plates. Make it easier for her if she does get hungry. We're trying her on all sorts of things: juice, coconut water, electrolytes, ginger tea, to see if we can get anything into her fluid wise. And even to give her injections, it's been difficult because we don't want to raise the floor too much so that she's squashed. So we try and be very careful with the way we're doing things.
Just to bring the illness into a little bit of perspective with Luxie, as you must remember, she's one of the alpha females of the troop, so normally she wouldn't let you get close like this at all. You'd never be able to handle her or touch her or anything like this. She would show extreme aggression, and as you can see at the moment, she's feeling so down. that we can do almost anything that we like. It's also as if she knows she kind of needs the help, so she's letting us do what's necessary for her. So we're going all out to try everything that we've got to try and help poor Luxie, because this is going to have a little bit of an influence on the troop without her being around. Unfortunately for us, it was a very, very sad day. Luxie did not make it. It just seems that everything was just really too much for her. And for a lot of us here, it is very sad, because Luxie, being one of the alphas, it's one of those monkeys that we've known for very many years, and one of those that we actually thought we had every chance of actually bringing her through, but unfortunately it just didn't work out that way.
Max still hiding under the blanket, covers himself up. Good night, Max. Max will be ready to return to Goliath introduction cage tomorrow after his last antibiotic injection today, and then we'll keep a close eye on him and he will continue the lung support up there. He's waiting for his food. He gets so excited about his food, he absolutely devours it. Somebody's got an appetite this morning. It's Max. Absolutely devouring his morning plate. They don't normally get these special plates in the troop, so he's making the most of being in sick bay.
As you can see, Max, of course, has responded extremely well to the treatments, and if you look at him, you'd swear there was nothing wrong with him at all.
Shanty Ray's breathing isn't so fast today, so that's also a good sign. But he's going to stay with us a bit longer, because he's been very poorly.
So there you can hear the deep kind of cough they actually get.
Being blind, you can see how he searches for his food using his hands, and then also his mouth. Shanty Ray having his breakfast. He's got some soaked almonds, some brown rice, some porridge, some oats and some lettuce and some lentil sprouts. That's his first meal of the day, and then he'll be getting his morning plate. He's got some ginger tea in a bunny bottle with some added colloidal silver in for immune support. And he'll also be getting his garlic corn with the herbs and protect some probiotics in later on. And then in the evening, he also gets 2 drops of eucalyptus oil on his blankets to help him breathe better. But he's definitely looking a lot better again. He's got some Kalahari salt for extra minerals there as well.
So we're just about to release Emblem back into James' troop. She was brought in here, was it a week ago, a couple of weeks ago, because she was seen looking a little lethargic in her troop and very skinny and didn't have a lot of energy in her, so brought her in here and she's doing great now, and off she goes. Does anyone come and say hello to you, darling? Hi, pretty girl. Aww. It is Jill now. Hi, Luna. Here we have Emblem and James Troop. She seems to be looking much better. She's a bit more energetic. I've just got some pellets here as I'm monitoring the troop. Do you want some, Bubs? She's always been quite a skinny girl, but when we first brought her into the IC, it was because she was laying down a lot. She wasn't responding much. She wasn't in the intracage for super long, but we just got all nice and stocked up on some really nice, nutritious and delicious food, and then let her back out. She seems to be doing really good.
Checking on Emblem at the James Troop because she was released after recovery. She's high up in a tree. Looks okay from a distance. We'll have another closer look later on.
Yeah, buddy. So Max is going back home today. He came in because of this respiratory virus that's been going around. Unfortunately, he caught a mild case of it, so we wanted to get him all recovered and feeling better before he goes back home. He's obsessed with getting under the blankets. It's very cute. But yeah, we're very excited to see him back in his troop, and I'm guessing he's also excited to see his friends. Hey, buddy. So Kobe was in sickbay not long ago due to this respiratory virus that's going around, and we're just gonna see how he's doing now. Hi, buddy. So he's just in the intracage because he's still receiving meds, but at least he can receive meds while being close to his friends and family on the other side, and then once he's all fully recovered, he'll be let back out into troop again. Hi, buddy. Yeah, he seems to be doing really good. We can't see any obvious audible breathing, and his breathing seems to have gone back to normal, but obviously we do just want to keep that extra eye on him just to make sure.
So here is Ethan in the intro cage at Skunky Troop, ready to go back. He's been in sick bay for a couple of weeks because he had some breathing issues, and he recovered properly. He's been in the intro cage for a few days, receiving some more medication, and now he's doing really good, so he's ready to go to the troop. There's not many monkeys around because it's really hot. It's 2 p.m. So our volunteer Ruth is going to be opening the door for him to leave. Yeah, you can go.
You ready?
Yes.
So Ethan was the second monkey that was observed with this pneumonia, and he was pulled in and been treated, and as you can see, he's responded very, very well to the treatment, looking very healthy again, and of course we can send him back to his troop.
Yay! How close? Yeah.
Here we go.
There he goes with his butternut.
Working with animals, one can never predict when something is going to go wrong or what's going to be thrown at you next, and unfortunately this pandemic really caught us at possibly the worst time it could, as we're in the middle of baby season, low on volunteers and the help that we needed, and it really put a lot of pressure on everybody at the foundation. I must really say a very, very big thank you to the volunteers that were here, and to our long-term staff for putting everything in and making every effort to contain what was going on, to make sure the monkeys got the best treatment they possibly could. A big thank you must go out to PASA for responding so quickly and helping us out where we needed it, so that we could actually get the emergency medications as quickly as possible to treat the monkeys as quickly as we can. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode from a point of view of seeing that things don't always go the way you want them to go. There's a lot more behind rehabilitating animals, and it's very, very quick for something to go off the rails. But thanks to the organizations we work with, like the Pan-African Sanctuaries Alliance, GFAS, or the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, for a lot of protocols that we follow, basically make it a lot easier to recognize things. The monitoring that we do every day makes it possible for us to pick things up very, very quickly and get things in the place, so we give the correct treatment as fast as possible to ensure we have the least amount of fatalities. Thanks for watching.